If you suffer a medical emergency or are involved in a serious accident, the time saved by flying could save your life. Lifeflight is the charity that operates the Wellington-based Westpac rescue helicopter and a nationwide air ambulance service. Donations from our wonderful supporters enable people in need to be flown to the care they urgently require.
Rescue helicopters are really important in New Zealand because of the vast terrain and just the inaccessibility for people getting to hospital. The Westpac rescue helicopter, we fly on average 1 mission a day. We cover the greater Wellington region, including Wellington, the Wairarapa, and the top of the south, including Marlborough. We go offshore, we could go up to 150 miles offshore or the Chatham Islands. And when other rescue helicopters are busy, we could go as far as Nelson, the West Coast, or up into the Manawatu. So on the helicopter, we carry all sorts of different equipment. Medically, we've got a full intensive care unit like you would find in a smaller ICU. For search and rescue, we've got our 600-pound winch. We have a 30 million candle power night sun spotlight, and we have night vision goggles.
On the day of the accident, we were just crossing a gully to get to the other side. I was walking on a sheep track. My backpack got tangled up in some scrub and threw me off balance, and I fell backwards and slid down like a bobsled and went off a 30-metre bank. The only bit that I remember was getting winched up a little bit. It's the paramedic hanging off the side and the stretcher spinning around. The injuries that I got was, my major one was the broken femur, and had a few cracked ribs and hairline fracture in my jaw, and just facial lacerations. It was important to have Lifeflight there, because it was so quick. If an ambulance came, I would have been waiting there 2 or 3 hours. It's given me a different outlook on life. Just grateful to be alive and walking and healthy again.
Well, in a nutshell, Lifeflight's air ambulance crews transport critically ill people to specialist care throughout the country. Well, it's very important in New Zealand because some specialist services are only available in certain areas. For example, the burns unit in Middlemore and Auckland, and Burwood spinal unit in Christchurch. In severe cases, transporting patients by road, can have a negative effect on patient outcome. It just simply takes too long. Well, Lifeflight's air ambulances are kept pretty busy. We're flying around 3 people every day, and in many cases, that is the difference between life and death.
My job on the gates is to load the horses into the barriers. We were moving down the straight. I hopped off the gates, got my foot caught on the tyre, went underneath the gates. I completely dislocated my groin or my pelvis. The first thing that I remember with Lifeflight was in Wairau, when I was coming out of Wairau Hospital. I remember meeting the pilot and the nurse and just telling me who they were and how long, where we're going, how long the flight's going to be. It totally made me feel at ease and relaxed and safe. The next thing I knew, I was at hospital. The injury I sustained was very, very serious, and there was only one man that could do the operation. His name was Dr. Vincent. If Lifeflight wasn't around, I don't know if we'd be talking. I don't think that I'd be standing or at work. They saved my life, really, haven't they? You know what I mean? So I owe them a lot. My life, don't I?
In 1968, 53 people died after the inter-island ferry Wahine struck a reef in Wellington Harbour. One of those rescuers, a local man named Peter Button, believed that many of the lives lost that day could have been saved with a helicopter. In a remarkable display of passion, tenacity and dedication, Peter set about making his life-saving dream a reality. He secured financial backing from businessman Mark Deniachek and purchased a helicopter in 1975. Peter began working closely with local neurosurgeon Dr. Russell Worth, and they became seriously involved with rescue work. Peter was tragically killed in 1987 in a helicopter crash while on a police mission. But his dedication and passion for helping people lives on. Today, with your help, Lifelight continues to follow Peter Button's dream to provide life-saving air ambulance and air rescue services. Lifelight is committed to continuing Peter Button's dream of saving lives. This is only possible through the generous support of our sponsors and our many wonderful donors. On behalf of all those who have been helped, we extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports Lifelight. To help save lives, visit www.lifelight.org.nz.